The secret habits of legends. Let me tell you something that might just change the way you see success forever. See, people think legends are born different. They think it's something in the blood, something in the stars, like it was written somewhere they can't reach. But let me tell you the truth. Legends don't just happen. They're built. Day by day, habit by habit, decision by decision. The real secret? Legends do what most people are not willing to do, even when they don't feel like doing it. They show up. Every single day, rain, shine, broke, tired, misunderstood, they show up. That's the power of consistency. You can't be great if you only move when you feel motivated. Motivation fades. Discipline, that's where legends are born. Now let's talk about failure. Regular folks fear it. Legends feed off it. When something goes wrong, they don't say, why me? They say, okay, what now? They fall, they learn, they pivot. And the more they fail, the stronger they get. You'll find them surrounded by folks who speak life into their dreams, who push them, challenge them, hold them accountable. They're not interested in gossip, distractions, or people who settle. If you're the smartest person in your crew, you're in the wrong crew. Here's another thing. Legends don't hit snooze on life. They don't wake up hoping the day brings them something good. They wake up bringing it. Purpose doesn't knock. You got to chase it. You got to wake up hungry. Wake up knowing that every move you make is either building your dream or breaking it. And let me tell you this last thing. Legends believe in what nobody else can see. That vision, that dream, that voice in your gut that says you were meant for more, they trust it, even when it doesn't make sense. Even when folks laugh at them. Affirmations are made to make you feel better even when they're the only one clapping. They bet the house on that dream because they know that faith is the fuel that turns nothing into something. So if you're sitting there wondering how to level up, wondering why they haven't for you yet, maybe it's time to look at your habits, not your luck, not your past, your habits. You want to be legendary? Start moving like one today. Because here's the truth. Legends aren't chosen, they're created, and every day is a new chance to start building yours. Legends master the power of consistency. Consistency is not glamorous, it's not exciting, it doesn't come with applause or attention, but it's everything. If you're only showing up when you feel good, you're not serious. You're just interested. Legends, they show up when they're tired, when they're broke, when nobody's watching, and especially when nothing is happening. See, success doesn't come from doing one big thing once. It comes from doing small, simple things over and over again, even when it feels like they're not working. Legends understand that consistency is like compound interest. Small deposits over time turn into wealth. Small disciplines over time turn into greatness. Look around at anyone who's doing it big in sports, music, business, anything, and you'll find a person who did the same hard, unsexy stuff every day for years. They mastered their morning. They stayed in the gym when no one was watching. They studied the craft when others were chilling. They kept planting seeds when it looked like no harvest was coming. You don't get legendary results with part-time effort. You can't halfway commit to greatness. Legends understand that consistency beats intensity every time. You can go hard for a week, but if you disappear for a month, you just canceled out your progress. But if you show up, even just a little bit every single day, you'll lap the people who only show up when they're inspired. Consistency builds momentum. Momentum builds belief, and belief turns into identity. That's how a person becomes a legend, not by one big moment, but by thousands of quiet, private decisions to stay the course when no one's clapping. So if you're trying to change your life, don't look for motivation. Don't wait for permission. Just start. And don't stop. Because the ones who win, the ones who become legends, they didn't do it once. They did it until. They embrace failure like a stepping stone. Let's get one thing straight. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Legends know this. They don't run from failure. They don't hide from it. And they definitely don't let it define them. They use it. They study it. They turn it into fuel. Most people let failure stop them. Legends let it shape them. Every time they fall short, they ask better questions. What did I miss? What can I learn? What's the next move? See, failure doesn't break a legend. It builds one. It builds grit. It builds wisdom. It builds resilience. It's in the losses where you gain the tools that make the wins possible. Nobody ever became legendary by winning every time. That's not how it works. You don't grow when everything's perfect. You grow when things fall apart and you figure out how to stand anyway. You look at any icon, any game changer, any household name, and you'll find someone who failed more than most people even tried. That's the truth nobody wants to hear. You want the reward, but you're afraid of the risk. You want the shine, but not the scars. Legends, they wear their scars like trophies. They know every no gets them closer to a yes. Every loss is a lesson. Every breakdown can become a breakthrough if you choose to learn from it. And here's the thing. Failure is supposed to hurt. It's supposed to sting. That pain is feedback, is information. It's not there to stop you, it's there to teach you. Legends don't sit in the pain. They work through it. They don't let embarrassment or fear kill their momentum. They know that every great story has a chapter where things didn't go right, and they keep turning the page. So if you failed, good. That means you're in the game. That means you're trying. Now get up, wipe the dust off, and try again. Because legends don't just survive failure, they are forged by it. Their circle is small, focused, and intentional. Let me hit you with a truth that'll change your game. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. It don't matter how driven you are, if you're surrounded by folks who don't think big, don't dream big, and don't move big, you're going to shrink just to fit in. Legends, they don't play that game. They're selective about who gets access to their energy. Their circle is tight, not because they're arrogant, but because they're focused. They know that energy is expensive, and they refuse to waste it on the wrong people. You won't catch a legend in rooms full of gossip, doubt, or negativity. You won't see them spending time trying to convince people to believe in them. Why? Because legends don't chase validation. They build elevation. They surround themselves with people who challenge their thinking, protect their peace, and speak life into their vision, even when that vision doesn't make sense to the outside world. They understand that not everybody can go with them, and that's a hard pill to swallow. Sometimes it means outgrowing friends. Sometimes it means walking away from family drama. Sometimes it means being alone for a season. But that loneliness, that's sacred. That's where clarity lives. That's where character gets built. That's where God does his best work. See, legends don't just protect their time, they protect their atmosphere. They're intentional with every conversation, every connection, every collaboration. It's not personal, it's purposeful. Because they know you can't build $1 million dream with $1 mindsets hanging around. And let me tell you this, you don't need 100 people in your corner. You just need a few real ones. People who will hold you accountable when you slack. People who remind you who you are when you forget. People who will clap for you in public and correct you in private. So if you want to move like a legend, take a look at your circle. Are they pouring into you or pulling from you? Are they building with you or blocking you? Because the people closest to you, they either accelerate your vision or they suffocate it. Choose wisely. Because greatness is contagious, so is mediocrity. They wake up with purpose every single day. Legends don't wake up and wonder what the day is going to bring. They decide what the day is going to be. Before the sun hits their face, they've already got a plan, a direction, a reason, a why that's pulling them out of bed stronger than any alarm clock ever could. See, most people wake up reacting. They grab the phone, scroll social media, let the world set their tone. But legends are proactive. They set their intention for the day. They speak life over their goals. They command the atmosphere. They don't leave their peace, their progress, or their purpose up to chance. You ask a legend what they're chasing, they'll tell you clear, sharp, unapologetic. That clarity gives them drive. That drive gives them discipline. And that discipline, that's how they win. Purpose ain't just a cute words and legends. It's their GPS. It's how they move, how they choose, how they fight. When things get hard, and they always do, purpose is what keeps them going. It's the reason they get up when life knocks them down. It's the reason they say no to distractions, no to comfort, no to what doesn't serve the mission. Legends understand that every day is a gift and they treat it like one. They don't wait for New Year's to start fresh. They don't need a Monday to set goals. Every single day is game day to them. And while the rest of the world is sleeping on dreams, legends are up working on them. You want to be legendary? Wake up with a mission. Visualize your win. Get rooted in the why behind what you're doing, because if the why is strong enough, the how will always show up. And don't confuse being busy with being purposeful. Legends don't just run around checking boxes. They move with intention. They don't waste time chasing everything. They focus on what matters most. The goal isn't to be full of motion. It's to be full of meaning. So if you're waking up tired, lost, or uninspired, it's time to reconnect with your purpose, because once you lock in on that, you stop existing and you start living. They believe in the unseen before anyone else does. This one right here, this is the difference maker. This is what separates the average from the extraordinary. Belief. Not in what is, but in what can be. In what hasn't happened yet. In what no one else can see except them. Legends are visionaries. They walk by faith, not by sight. While everyone else is waiting on proof, waiting on signs, waiting on the green light, legends are already moving. They believe in their dream before it has a dollar, a follower, a title, or a cheerleader. And that belief, that's what brings the vision to life. Let's be real, the beginning is lonely. It's full of doubt. You'll talk to people who love you and they'll still look at you like you're crazy. You really think that's going to work? Ain't nobody done that before. Why don't you play it safe? And that's okay. Because legends don't need the crowd. They need the calling. See, most people want to see it before they believe it. Legends, they believe